Welcome to part 2 of my Outer Worlds 2 Let's Play. This is my bit collector run. Basically, I am doing a playthrough of no spending anything, no spending bits, and just collecting all the loot I possibly can and selling it just to see how much I end up with at the end of the game. I haven't played this all week because I've been away with work, so I won't remember all the buttons, but I am currently sitting on 1,483 bits. I did give a little bit of thought over the week regarding the skills I did choose. I chose melee and I chose speech, but in my first, or in the intro mission, I did get a lot of ammo quite easily, so I don't know if that's sort of something that is part of the game, quite easy to collect. So I don't know if I've chosen correctly with the melee option, but I'm going to keep it as is. But I've got 2 skill points to spend. I'm going to do one into guns, and I'm going to do the other one. I think it's important if I'm doing a no spending run. I don't know how easy the inhalers are around the game, so I'm going to do one to medical because I think obviously investing in that, it will improve the inhaler, etc, etc. So I think it's quite important to do that. Hopefully that'll help with healing myself quite easily, but we'll see. So one into that as well, and then all change with us. I accept. Why not? Does that not work? Oh, I'm doing something wrong here. One to guns, one to medical. That makes sense to me. Want to apply. Yes, so that's sorted. And then I've got. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Perks. Okay. Okay, I've also got a perk point to spend. So let's just have a quick look at which ones are available. Okay, so I'm really, regarding my perk point, I've got a choice, I think, between the Commando and the Connoisseur. I think I'm going to go with the Connoisseur because you get an extra inhaler. I think that's going to help with the, obviously, healing, and if I can't buy inhalers, it'd be good to be able to carry an extra one, rather than choosing Commando. Obviously, that's an extra weapon point, which I might not need right at the beginning of the game. So we go with the Connoisseur. Sorted. Okay, so that's all the skills and perks sorted. Let's explore the ship, and obviously this is the ship from the very first mission. Looks pretty much the same. Your workbench. We're just going to take everything basically. Thank you very much. For the time being, unlock 11 points. Okay, I recognise this from. It always appears in my feed after I looked at a few things for Outer Worlds. There's a weapon in here, apparently. If you jump over this, I do it more successfully. Turn that off. That then opens, and I get a really good weapon right at the beginning of the game, apparently. So, let's have a quick look. Ammo type, short rounds, magazine, rate of fire, level 1. Find anything that learns to get better, so you don't have to. So this one levels up as I progress. So apparently it's a really good weapon to use right at the beginning of the game, so definitely going to use that. Okay, let's explore the rest of the ship. I don't think it came in here at the beginning of the game. Anything exciting in here? Okay, so this is all crew quarters from the looks of things. Nothing too exciting in here. Just a safe, commander's safe key. I don't think I've got one of them, or know where it is. Okay, let's go speak to Niles then.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Okay, has it really been 10 years since Horizon Point?
More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
You did the best you could.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but Either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Can't let her get away with the actions.
You always did favor a swift comeuppance. She's gone to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She did follow protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
I guess there are worse places to be stuck investigating than an island called Paradise.
You'd think so. But even before Antis invaded, the island wasn't exactly a utopia, no matter what lies the Protectorate tries to sell you. Weather's mostly nice, at least. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, named Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a Protectorate communications hub.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony.
Right, we'll use the brawny trait to open this up.
To preserve the integrity of the contents, brute force is inadvisable. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Okay, that's a better option. We'll do that then.
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. Cystipigs, while omnivorous, are not typically raised on a diet of human remains. An alternate means of body disposal is recommended. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
Okay, so I'm looking to find lockboxes to get upgrades for Valerie. Oh, that's what she just said. I'm not repeating her, but obviously that's going to be a important part of this companion's quest, I guess. So we'll see what happens later on.
Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Okay, so lockbox. Okay, so this acidic dematerializer, I can't pronounce that, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, is obviously there for the kind of more stealthy hiding approach if you don't want bodies to be found. So probably it's not something I use. I like to go kind of guns blazing, but we'll see what happens as I go through the game.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer.
Dematerializer. Dematerializer. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. I do not like my dyslexia when it comes to reading things aloud, but anyway, let's continue with the mission and let's head to Paradise. Actually, has no got anything else to say?
Master Gate is yours, whenever you're ready.
Ready to disembark, Commander. Just say the word.
Okay, so that's pretty good. I thought like you'd only have one companion be able to follow you at a time, but obviously you can have two. I do remember that from the first game actually, like two could follow you and then they have conversations as they go around. So this would be quite a good thing to hear, different conversations between different characters. I'm not sure how many potential, so you got 1, 2, so it's 6 companions altogether. Obviously I've only got 2 at the moment, so we'll take Niles and Valerie. Perfect, and let's continue. Where are my companions gone? Have I been thick or something? Okay, I think I've been stupid here and I haven't selected my companions like I thought I had. Let's just go back to the ship and just check to see what I've done wrong. Okay, so select yes. That's better. There they are. I've got my companions now.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Emergency
Oh, okay, each commander has... Okay, 1, 2, okay.
Give the order and I'll take care of them, Commander.
Okay, so there is toxicity in the mechs, so I'll be aware of that. Okay, so that seems to be a key part of the game from the looks of things. That's fine, let's keep an eye out for that. Let's continue to paradise.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I feel that saying your Earth Directorate might not be a good idea, so we'll use the speech ability to see what happens then.
Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got any questions before you're on your way. On the way from the landing pad? I had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. If you find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Once again, welcome to Fairfield.
Okay, so we're now in Fairfield. Few things from the looks of things I need to go do, which is find the bounty board, and because obviously that's going to be some good, hopefully, bits to earn from
Keep
that.
your petty skepticism.
And
I'll pay
also,
my tab in no time. You'll see.
Okay, there might be a quest there, and I need to go sell any loot I picked up. Let's talk to this
I
guy.
wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram of.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
What do you deal with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube, didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine, got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it.
Okay, we could probably work out a solution to see if we can get some bits from this guy.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
Okay, so that is another quest received. We'll check that out. In the meantime, I want to find this bounty board. So that's the town hall. Actually, let's do the skill point first. Let's go with... What should we pick? What should we pick? I think lockpick might be a good option as well, so we'll do lockpick the skill. Perfect. Okay, and where is this bounty board? This is the store? Presume so.
Well, if it isn't a new face in Fairfield. Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's Choice.
Okay, so I'm not going to buy anything, obviously. We're going to sell any junk I've got. Perfect. What else have I got to get rid of, if anything? I'll keep them because they're for health. Okay, that'll do for the time being. Where is this bounty board? That's the vendor. I haven't looked at the workbench yet. I won't look into that quite yet. That's the vendor. Where's this bounty board? That's Town Hall, and the soldier at the gate said it was before Town Hall, I thought. That's the med centre.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Oh, okay, no, I want to say something.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Yeah, of course, we're going to meet his friend. Let's guess as part of his quest lines. We'll do that, definitely.
Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
You're only trying to do the right thing.
Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. If the Protectorate suspects someone of having an independent thought, they subject them to some kind of chemical brainwashing. And these folks who get refreshed, they come out less themselves than before. More agreeable like. That's if their mind ain't destroyed altogether. I don't know how it affected Zeb, but it's high past time I found out. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before.
Okay, let's go see your friend.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Okay, another quest. Awesome.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think
Is
I'm out
this
here?
the bounty board? Yes, it is. Perfect. Look up your own bounty. Now it's standing. Perfect. Good. Look at the local ones. Drone Swan. Okay, so that's another quest as well. I'm going to keep this part quite short, I think, because there's obviously quite a lot. You get a lot of information quite quickly in this game. I don't want the parts to be too long at the moment, so we'll end this part here. Oh, no, why did I do that for? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, well, okay. Never mind. What did I do that for?
Not ready. Please try again later.
Okay, that recharged anyway, so... what was I trying to say? I'm getting this part here, so... I'm ending this part on 1,724 bits. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I've got another skill point to use. I thought I selected... When did I level up? Lockpick 1. Which engineering? Oh, unless you level up, you get 2 points for each level. That probably makes more sense. Okay, we do lockpick and engineering. That kind of makes sense there. So we'll do that. Perfect. That ends it there. So thank you very much for watching. Do like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next part, we'll continue with the quests. Cheers. Bye.